Now let's take a look at how Metasploit can be used when attacking remote system. We will review simplified diagram of server and client-side exploitation. So how does the server-side attack work? Let's imagine that we have some server and a pen tester. The server is accessible from internet and anyone can establish connection with it. Pen tester performs scanning to find out which port is open and what kinds of vulnerabilities exist. When the scanning is complete, pen tester knows that TCP port 80 is open and this is web service. And also it has some kind of vulnerabilities. Having this information, pen tester starts searching appropriate exploit in Metasploit database. When exploit is found, it is necessary to select the desired payload. Payload is a program or just a command which performs some action on the remote system. For example, payload can shut down the server or create a hidden communication channel. In this video, as a payload, we use a shellcode. It's a program for remote management. When we have exploit and payload, Metasploit assembles both parts and send them to the remote system. On the server, exploit starts working and executes payload. In our case, as the payload, we use a shellcode, which creates communication channel between server and laptop of pen tester. From this moment, pen tester is able to manage remote web server. Attack was successful. It was a server-side exploitation. Now let's review client-side attack. If you want to attack internal corporate hosts which are hidden behind firewalls and IPS, you have to use another approach. There is no direct connection between pen tester and internal hosts, and even we don't know whether the host is online and what IP address is assigned to it. In this situation, a client-side attack can help us. Let's imagine that pen tester knows that all corporate computers use a vulnerable program, for example PDF reader or another office program. Having this information, pen tester tries to find appropriate exploit and payload in Metasploit database. When he finds them, both parts are combined and the new file is generated. In our case, it's a regular PDF file, but it's crafted to cause exploitation in vulnerable program. Now the file must be opened on the victim's machine. One of the ways to do this is to send email. When the victim receives email with attachment, he will probably open the file. If exploitation works, a payload will be executed, and pen tester will get remote shell. There are many ways how to deliver a malicious file to the victim, and of course there are many ways how to convince a victim to do everything to be compromised. And this can be implemented by means of social engineering attacks.